Heinz level, if you like, already, and he'll start to grow. Another client approached us, and they had mineral water. And they'd had this product out for years, but they were seeing their competition erode their business slowly because the competition had new branding, new design. It was appealing to a particular audience, and they approached us and said, we don't want to lose our traditional audience, but we want to build it. We want it to move it on because the design was a little bit tired. So again, we went through a similar branding exercise of coming through lots of different ideas, narrowing it down. We didn't actually end up in colour. We tried colour at one point, but the logo eventually ended up in black and white and bringing the Cornishness in. And again, we market tested it to make sure it appealed to the right people they knew was going to purchase from them. We then went through the same principle of designing loads and loads of different drinks labels, trying them out, seeing which one worked. And we ended up with a bottle range that, succeeded. Applied it to the website, went through the whole process. They've got it on the van livery, they've got it on all kinds of things. But again, the whole purpose of this exercise was not for me to spend their money on making something look pretty for the sake of it. The purpose was for me to invest their money in getting something back for them. And within 2 months, they was already seeing the benefits of what they'd invested in. The van driver actually said to me he hates me now because he used to get Wednesdays off and now he's got 3 deliveries on a Wednesday today. So it's all about making a difference as quickly and as effectively as you can. Now, it doesn't matter whether you're selling, you're a dental laboratory, kitchen and bathroom supplier, whether you're an online law broker, whether you're an electronic key supplier, an online print cartridge company, doesn't matter. The same rules apply, regardless of what business, what service you're offering. But a one-size-suits-all approach to design does not work. You can't buy a template online that makes your design wonderful and fantastic. It has to be done in a considered, professional manner. Well, you can do it yourself, can't you? Well, yeah, of course you can. But the analogy I like to use is, I've got a kitchen at home, and I'm pretty mean with a frying pan. But it doesn't make me Gordon Ramsay. And the food that I will present to you, would it look homemade, amateur, thrown together? Homemade, amateur, thrown together. These terms you would want to be associated with your business if you hand them out a business card, or they go to your website or see your advertisement and it looks homemade, amateur, thrown together. Do you really want that? Is that the best first impression? I think not. Yes, you can, if you've got a friend who's just trained in graphic design, brilliant. But do they know all the technical details of how to produce, the files in the right manner? Do they understand colour theory? Do they understand all the technical details that you only get with experience and education? You could go to a web programmer. You could go to a printer. They kind of operate in the same field, don't they? Well, no, they don't, because a web programmer went to technical college, not art college, and a printer trained as an apprentice printer, not as a designer. They're very, very different. I mean, think of it in terms of, would you ask your builder to draw the architectural plans for your house? You wouldn't, would you? That's what an architect does. They're specialists in their field, just like designers. What we do is we bring experience to the table. We bring history, knowledge of the industry that has been built up over many, many years. I've lost my place now. Oh. And of course you're going to say, well, you're a professional graphic designer. You're going to advocate using a professional graphic designer. And yes, I am. But you don't have to use me. There's hundreds of graphic designers out there, professional graphic design agencies in Cornwall. We're very fortunate to have a massive wealth of talent at your disposal. And I'll take the Pepsi Challenge any day of the week and twice on Sundays. You don't have to use me, but my advice would be, if you're thinking about helping your business get to the next level and promoting yourself effectively and using brand as a tool in your business arsenal, and take some advice. Talk to a professional. You might be surprised at how little it costs and how much it can make you. Invest in your success. Don't think of design as a cost. It's an investment. Because once your logo is created, once your branding, your literature, your exhibition displays, your website, once it's created, that cost is then gone. And from that point onwards, it's only ever going to bring you in recognition, awareness, credibility. And there's a phrase called visibility, credibility equals profitability. And that's what you need. You need to position yourself in front of the right customers using the language that they understand. That's got to be worth investigating, hasn't it? Okay. Thanks very much for listening. I hope you found the presentation interesting, and I'd like to welcome any questions if you have any.